What's up, everybody? Welcome to Other Space FM. I'm Jason the Ape.
I'm not.
Now let's get into it, man. I've been waiting for this all day, bro. You know, this is the best part. I love doing this with you, Sean. No matter what, that laugh. We got to start with a big chuckle, man.
Oh my god,
That was hilarious, dude.
dude, you're hilarious.
I've been looking forward to this all day. I froze. Did you see it? I was like, uh-oh. Where am I? Who am I?
No matter how many times we do this stuff, it's always awkward. Like going live.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, all right.
Oh,
So, oh man, that felt good to get that out of the way. So let's get started, guys. Day 9 of our live gameplay of the Heavy Metal Forge. We've learned so much. We've been grinding nonstop in the Other Space FM Discord. Literally, there's been one or a few more people, at least at a time, since the game started, and they're grinding, sharing footage, gameplay, trading votes constantly. How
yeah,
are you doing so far, Sean, in the game? It's been a wild 9 days, man.
dude, I'm doing good. I'm really looking forward to just starting to build out these tiles or design, I should say. Get some decorative objects up. But I've been having probably the most fun exploring other people's forges, and getting inspiration besides just being able to hang out with everyone. It gets a little repetitive just grinding for votes every day, making sure you go through the Twitter votes, etc. Um, so those things, it's like, okay, what else? And I think the decorative objects and seeing other people start to get into those a little bit more has been inspiring to see. Maybe we can pull up a few other ones. Like I definitely want to visit Boomers, which both of us retweeted today. His
Yeah,
is looking really cool.
super dope.
So yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing people kind of go through that. And you know what? I'm just grinding away, getting this energy up. My energy capacity is at like 1.6 for one, 1.6 for another, and I think I got another one that's at 1.6. So it's getting up there, which is good. But I'm gonna start making my way over to that third portal.
Yeah, man. There's so much game theory to go in this, to be honest. I thought it was a simple building game at first, like Sims. No, not quite. There's a lot more to it. Let's bring up our friend Reaper. We're gonna say what's up to him. But as we do this, really quickly, yesterday I used a community member's Forge as a thumbnail, and I wanted to shoot him a vote for a thank you. So I'm going to do that right now.
Let's
Cool.
go. What is that?
That's
Three,
done.
4, 8, 3.
That goes to 9212
Oh,
is
that's
where that went to.
9212. Sorry.
Yeah. So the congrats to them. Thank you for sharing that in the heavy metal, the Flex Your Forge channel in our Discord. All right, perfect. Let's get that out of the way. Now go back and say, what's up, Reaper? How you doing, man? It's been a few
Hey,
days.
what's up, guys?
What
Hey,
up, Big Reap?
you invited me back for a second day. I couldn't be more honored, man. I'm flattered. This is awesome. Thank you.
Well, let's see. What have you been building in the time that you've been away? It seems
Ooh.
to be
All right,
growing.
yeah,
That's
so
the infamous
we got the
bucket.
fucking forge. We're still cruising here, right? But I all right. So you guys gave me a whole bunch of FOMO that I wasn't leveling up my portals fast enough. Deleted a bunch of tiles. Leveled up. I'm out to about just over 1 million total in forge capacity, and I said, you know what? That's enough for now.
Yeah.
Start building out something cool. Let's have some fun with it, right? So I don't know if you can tell what's happening here, but there's a method to the madness. This will eventually take over what is left of the entire floor, almost the whole floor of the forge. But I'm going to leave a little mystery. It's going to take me a while to get there, but I should at this point get my 60 tiles to open up that next forge or that next portal here very soon.
I think I see it now. Is it a middle finger?
No, it is not a middle finger, but I did early plans did have a nice dick joke in here, but I decided against it. So
You see, this looks like a big arm, the purple coming through and then upwards, and then
yeah,
it
maybe
kind of does.
it
So
could end up going that way. We'll see.
I'm getting Yuga logo vibes.
oh, okay.
I saw a Yuga logo the other day. Was it Hobby had a Yuga logo? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
Hobby
want to
has
copy
one.
anybody. So
There's some
I'm going a
creative
little
people
different
out
direction.
there. All right,
Yeah.
Sean. I see you're getting a little taste of your creativity here. You're putting
Oh, am I?
decoratives on your straightaways, man.
Yeah, dude. I had to, man. I was like, yo, I need something on this thing. Even though I just have a total of what, 9 tiles or so. I'm
Just
just
killing
I
you.
need that. Yeah, it was killing me that nothing was there. And it was just like, okay, well, at least let me get some flowers over here. You know, I think what I'm also doing is making sure like, you know, these these ones get upgraded. I think what I'll do by the end of the day is just anything with a decorative object will kind of be one of those super tiles that I can kind of go back to and leave. It's just a little easier to recognize instead of holding L down. So I'm gonna probably do that. But other than that, man, it's been what's nice about maximizing the forge capacity is the amount of votes I can squeeze in for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of been my strategy is just like, hey, you know what? Instead of like putting my heavy onto a portal to upgrade and have it sit there for literally 8 hours, now 10 hours. Let me do that at the end of the day. And in the meantime, gather as much energy up, use it on votes, let it gather more energy up, use it on votes. And so that's kind of what I'm doing for the day.
That's awesome. That's a great strategy. And once again, similar to what you're doing is this is the newest heavy that I've built out. Uh, Very basic strategy, minimal tiles, get them all to level 14, try to get each of these leveled up, and then decide what to do next. I'm probably going to sit here and go back and forth and get these up as high as I can before I move on to anything, and then go to the third portal, bust out that 60, and that's when I'm going to start to build and design. Because once I put down that 60, I don't know that I'm going to want to let go again. But Sean, exactly like to your point, like I could put it in here right now for 500,000, but then I won't have it available for about 6.5 hours. Right. And that means it won't generate any points. I have 185,000. So maybe right now, Reaper, would you like to do a trade? Maybe we could do a little energy trade if you had one available.
Yeah, man, I got votes. I traded a bunch yesterday, and only walked away with 20 points on the leaderboard. So I didn't rush out and use them all today. I held on to them. We'll see what we guys. But I got plenty of votes to give out. So who do we want to hit?
What we're gonna send it to 3483.
3483.
Is this a vote for vote?
Yeah, we're doing a vote for vote right now.
Okay.
So this is
whose is this?
This is NFT Travelers. This is a Celestial working on, getting those portals high in rank, getting those tiles averaged up pretty well.
So would she kill you if I downvoted her right now? That probably
Absolutely.
wouldn't be her.
Don't do that.
Hey, real quick.
Just the idea made me nervous.
I want to shout out Tamu, who said in the chat, first ID in the chat, I'll send energy vote, no need for trading.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
Congratulations, Bastard. You won. So, Bastard said, you're awesome, Tamu. Keeping me in the 20-point tier.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Reaper,
who needs another vote? Let's pick another one. I'll give somebody else a vote.
All right, you go. I'll send you yours after.
Yo, we also got Vicky, who just put into the chat 24178 if anyone wants to vote for a toilet.
24178. I remember seeing this.
Let's see how it progressed.
Okay.
Let's take a look at these tiles.
You got some mushrooms. We got the toilet.
Very clean bathroom.
Very clean bathroom. I mean,
very nice.
Got some grass. Go touch some grass.
A little bit.
All right.
For the cows.
Pretty much.
Very nice. Very nice.
Can you press L?
Head your way.
Let's go.
Very nice. Very nice.
I love that we can go and visit, some forges, dish out a few votes. That's what it's all about.
All right, Reaper.
See it. Thank you, Reaper. Thank you, Tom Moo.
I gotta
Even
send
from
you
the
back
chat.
one.
Like, this is so cool, man. This is This is honestly like the best part about it is like the community coming together. We get to share the vibes out, and
Well, plus, if you come on as a guest, we
makes
could
my
trade
heart
votes
warm.
with each other. That could
There
be
you
a thing. Reaper, where am I sending that vote?
Send it.
Is Jason talking?
Yes, send
Am
it
I
to
rugged?
7834.
7834. Yeah, Sean, I can hear everybody.
Yeah,
That's you, right? Right, Reaper?
that's me.
All right, let's go check it out first. Oh yeah, the Fuck It Forge. Send you a vote. Very nice, very nice. I love visiting the people's different, forges and seeing what's out there. It's pretty cool to see all the different builds, especially when I'm playing a different strategy and I'm like, I'm not going to give up on it at this point. Like I have an idea, I want to say it out, but it is very nice to just jump around and see what people are creating. Sean, let's look at yours. I know you have talked about this, right? Like what I don't think we're going to keep asking that question every single day of what do you guys wish you would have learned and all this. I think it's had a ton of value. But I think now I'm trying to wonder like what do you anticipate the next point of this game being like for you? Are you trying to get more heavy metals to play? Are you trying to figure out how to get more votes? Are you trying to focus on tiles and aesthetics? What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
All right. So first thing I'm thinking for myself is this leaderboard. When I click on seasonal, this particular heavy, I would love to be in contention for an epic. And so how do I get there? That means more votes. And so that's what I'd like to do. This is my night. This is technically my number 3 heavy. I started a little bit late. And honestly, what caught me up was going with this method of just doing really efficient tiles. And, I know a few people within, my circle and network of people that do have heavies that haven't even started yet. And so, I'd be willing to take on some delegates as well. And that's definitely something I've been thinking about. I haven't been delegated to. And, it's not that difficult to, oh, let me get this guy out of the portal. Perfect. It's not that difficult to manage like 1 or 2 more, especially in this first phase when you can energy farm and then maybe hand it back over to let that person go and design it and build without having to grind it. We were talking about a little bit in the Discord last night. Boomer was kind of bringing up like, hey, is there a premium for a particular heavy with the Forge that has 1 and 2 portals leveled up to level 8? Like, how much would you actually, what would be the premium price that you would put on top of the floor price? And I'm really curious, like, do you think it's more valuable to have a heavy that's on the secondary that has 0 forge? There's no tiles laid, you get to start from scratch, or we're about a week in, would you rather see something like this that I have on my screen, where it's laid out, you have minimal amount of tiles, but you got level 8 on one portal and level 8 on another portal? Do you think there's a premium for that?
I do.
I'm curious to hear.
I would. Yeah. I mean, if it's laid out right, laid out, when I say right, laid out with minimal tiles, leveled up so that you can still do what you want with it, and they basically chopped a week off of your time, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, So I think if anyone's getting started like right now, maybe definitely look. If you're looking on the secondary, you got to take a look at the preview link if you're not able to access the actual game and you don't already have a heavy to check out that Forge ID, or come into the Discord, have us check it out. And then the other thing would be like, for me, this is probably the best way to get started to catch up so that you can be in contention for just maximize your votes and in contention for like a nice amp. I think this other one, I think I'm on the brink of an epic amp. Actually, this one I'm sitting nice and pretty. I'm on the brink of a legendary for this one, and this is my main one, 2411.
What's the cutoff for legendary? Is it top 500?
That's a good question. Come back to me and I'll pull up a tweet that that Ben had sent a little bit earlier. It's also in our Heavy Metal Alpha channel, and it's a really good tweet that I think is worth kind of reviewing together.
Yeah,
But
yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, come back.
So in the meantime, let's pop over to Reapers, and if anyone wants to have us take a peek at their forge, throw it into the comments. Jump around. You never know; might throw a vote towards someone. We may not, but it
And
has been happening.
hopefully someone new too, and we appreciate those that have been consistently tuning in. But definitely throw your forge ID out there. Let's go visit some forges.
I know
Oh,
it.
real quick, there's a few comments in here just asking what 4G Friday was, and a few people saying happy 4G Friday, like bastard. But we did get a comment around what is 4G Friday. Jason.
I was bringing up something to look at.
Okay.
It is a a nice hang session in our Discord where we all hang out, vibe, maybe bring our spirits up collectively together, and we do it from the hours of 6 to 9 p.m. just for the fun of it. It was something that kind of sparked the imagination last time. With Sean and I just being silly and the whole group being together and vibing, and I think last Friday, what do we have, like 30 people in Discord trading votes and hanging out. So we figured we name it, because it was inspired by a name that happened in the moment.
Yeah, and it definitely goes beyond 9 o'clock
Yeah,
because I'll probably be signing in around 9.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then going into the late hours, but love that. And then Vicky has her only 4Gs, so where people place their votes. But yeah, Merkel sent Vicky a toilet vote. Let's go, nice Merkel.
Nice. So I've got, who do I have up here? 3623. I've got Goats up here. He says don't judge him, and we won't. This is a nice,
Hey, he's laying it out nice though.
high averages. He's putting
Yeah.
in the work. It's
Yeah.
gonna take time, but hey, we like straight lines here at Other Space FM. It's one of our favorite things. So I'm not gonna shoot it a vote because I don't have enough energy either way. But thanks for sharing. I love seeing these fame frenzies. I want to get up there. Reaper, have you gotten up there yet? Or Nana, have you gotten
I've
up there?
not. I was going to ask you, how do you get up there? You just get
A
the
handful of
Apparently, like,
votes at
votes
one
or-
time.
Yeah, 10 votes in 10 minutes or something like that. That's what I
okay.
heard, but I
Okay.
don't know, man. I'm not
We've
really
had
sure.
we've had some community members hit that in the last few days as they're trading votes and such in the Discord. So I think that's pretty cool to see your friends up there.
Yeah, I did that, and it says vote for it and get an energy boost ×5. I don't think I ever got 5 energy boosts.
I don't know. I haven't really used boosts very much. I'm saving them all for later in gameplay or the power ups. I was thinking about this earlier. What is this game pass that's tucked away here at the bottom? The locked part? Is that
Yeah.
I'm still
super,
wondering. I mean, had
super
some
secret alpha?
speculation,
Yeah, it's got to be like your battle pass, whatever. You prepay, get some daily power ups or something like that. Hopefully,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
We'll see. We
So
shall see.
we'll
All right, what do
see.
we
I
got
mean,
here?
it's no accident that they like left the game pass up there
Yeah.
and put a lock on it and then grayed it out. Like they could have easily just omitted that. So they are teasing game passes
Yeah.
coming, and right now a lot of us are just speculating. Yeah, a couple of tweets. This is the Other Space Discord. We have a Heavy Metal Alpha channel, so any kind of good tweets that are posted on the internet, we try and just aggregate some of those that are really relevant to heavy metal. Hard for me to zoom in on this one right here, but NGB Spend said there's not a difference between Legendary Amp 1 and Legendary Amp 133 for those that are grinding top 5 clout. So in this, and he quote tweeted Allo, and Dev Allo, I believe, pulled this from the API as endpoints for the rankings. And so you know, perhaps there's some validity here considering NGB quote tweeted it. So he said, legendary amps, that's rank 1 through 133.
See, and I had wondered that.
Epic
Go ahead, Mike.
134 through 1067 rank. So we're talking about seasonal rankings. Rare 1068 to 3600, and then 3601 to 8533. So we earlier we saw like percentages breakdown, but this kind of gives you an idea of like where you're at in the leaderboard ranking. And also, once you're sitting comfy in that kind of bucket where you're, you know, in that pocket where you're like, okay, I'm securely within 1 and 133 for legendary, then you're likely going to be able to secure a legendary amp at the end of the season. So I think this is really important. So that's kind of my goal right now, is like, how do I get, I'm really keeping my eyes on the seasonal ranking.
Yeah.
So I can make sure I can get an epic and hopefully a legendary on more than one of my heavies.
So what's the cutoff on epic?
For epic, it says 134 to 1067.
1067. Okay.
Ranking.
You're just in there for like 400.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because like we've been playing with this idea every day and trying to look at it with the different celestials we have, right? And this one doesn't get a ton of votes, just a few a day, handful, right? But it's sitting at 1736 overall, which puts it in contention for a rare, right? So just with 2-3 votes a day, over the course of the whole, you know, experience, that might be enough, right? I don't know that it will be, but so far with that, that's where that's sitting at with just that many.
Yeah.
I think it will. I mean, I noticed that difference too, because my celestial, I haven't, you know, I haven't been hustling for votes on that one as much. I've been sending all my votes to my knight, just so that at least one of them may get the highest amp. But even with that, I'm still in the same tier. I'm still in a, you know, contention for a rare on both. So, you know, you get a couple of votes a day, 1 or 2 votes. That's just do it consistently, and I think you'll end up in a good spot.
I think that consistency pays off. Like, I have my night that I just did, and you know, it's already in contention for a rare, and I've been putting like 2 or 3 votes a day toward this one. I'd love to catch it back up, but you know, that's kind of the thing, is like right now I'm so close to getting a legendary for this celestial owl. So I'd love to do that. And then I have another celestial. This was my second heavy. That is, where is it at? It's in, you know, it's in contention for what is this, epic? Nice. However, it's on the brink, dude.
Yeah,
it's on the brink. So I do want to allocate a few more votes to this. I have 3 votes already, which currently puts me with plus 18 points. My goal is to get it to end the day with plus 20 points. Yeah. So that would be awesome. But at the same time, like, I got my primary one almost there with a legendary. It's just that gap to get legendary points, or to get, you know, more than 24 points for me, is really difficult to come by.
It is.
So I'm playing the long game, you know, consistently try and get 24 points every day with this celestial.
Go for it, Reaper.
I was gonna say, it's tough to maintain, you know, that many votes every day. It takes time. You got to go trade vote for vote. You got to hope you you know, don't run out of energy so that you can still build stuff. I mean, it's a balance, right? I mean, that was the intent. So they said the whole time, it's not going to just be, you know, easy to go run up votes, and it's definitely playing out that way.
I mean, this game is a grind, right? And it's a balancing game. It's a strategic game. You absolutely need the community if you're trying to be on the seasonal or daily leaderboard, unless you're just trading votes with yourself, which you can do, but that will only get you so far, you know? And then what happens with Evo 2 and Evo 3? How does that play out with all the needs of voting, and will that voting power come into play in a completely different way than what we have right now? You know, these are the questions I'm starting to have as I'm going through gameplay. So, you know, my same agenda, I'm focused on one of the heavies that I have to push forward daily. I'd push all my weight on that with my own heavies that I have, right, and then trade out those votes. Um, I think that I could get a legendary with that, but that's something that's going to take every single day a ton of effort, right? It's not going to just fall into your lap. And I had wondered that, and I'm glad you read that out, Sean. I kept thinking they haven't said that first place wins anything specific. They just said like it's tiered what you get. So first place is just bragging rights, I think, really. You know what I mean? That's what you get is like, hey, I get to be
Yeah, that's
first.
why Ben was like for top 5 for clout. You know, it's really just clout.
Yeah, yeah. Which
But
is fine. You might get paid later in life for that, which is cool, you know, but
hey, you know, it is a game. We got some competitors, right?
Mhm.
Like if there's a leaderboard, like you're gonna want to be up there. And you got rights, you got bragging rights. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, like first place has been consistently putting up numbers, right? The legendary just decided they're gonna just keep it up there. This morning they were 300 something. I mean, seasonal. I feel like they must get voted down a tremendous amount right before the end, but either way,
Big
it's quite fun
facts.
to see all
Big
this,
facts.
man. Yeah,
Hey,
a
can I
lot
actually?
of strategic moves.
I don't want to change. Well, is it okay if I change the subject just a little bit?
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely,
please.
go for it.
All right. So, what is your favorite unlocked object so far? Because like random, you'll do something randomly. You'll delete a tile. You'll build something, and hey, you get something cool.
I love
Uh,
that.
I don't know what would you say is your favorite so far out of all of these?
As far as objects,
Yeah.
you know, I have two that I really like. One is the stream cam. The stream cam looks sick, dude.
Mhm.
To unlock that, you need your heavy to generate at least 3 million energy. And then I also love like this toy box, which I'm not sure if do you have that
I don't have the
on
toy
there?
box. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love this toy box right here.
That's cool.
Let me zoom into it.
There you go.
So it looks cool. It has like a middle finger forge and then the BAYC skull, the heavy
Nice.
metal logo right up here. I don't even know what's on the opposite end yet, but after your heavy generates 10 million energy.
10 million. Nice. So there's
I got
other
that the other
companions
day
inside
too.
the box there.
It looks like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Looks like it. I wouldn't mind a little plushy toy of a companion. Those look sick.
That makes me think they're decoupling. I just keep thinking that, you know, maybe
Oh.
maybe wishful thinking,
Oh
but
shit. Oh shit.
Hmm.
I'm like,
All
that's their
right.
little home.
What about you, Jay?
To be honest with you, I haven't built anything, so I don't have a particular favorite. But the common thing that I have built is the computer. Like I built out a bunch of tiles and one computer. So that has been like my
That's cool.
apparently I can't live without it. It's a reality, even in the metaverse. I'm like, I still need a computer.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've built, but I dig it. I like the design. I like that the Bored Ape logo's on it. There's a lot of little nuances to it. Um,
Yeah,
I
what's
can't
this
wait
sticky? What's this sticky on the
it
screen?
looks like boobies or a butt. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, it does look like a butt, dude.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's, you know, we have very funny standards here in the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and I love it. I'm all for it.
All right. Nice. What about
So,
you?
yeah, what
What
about
about
you,
you,
Reed?
Reed?
I for whatever reason I tend to keep going to these like the war machine things. I got some cannons up. I just unlocked this spike trap. I think that's
Yo,
cool.
that's
That's
sick. I've
sick.
never even seen that.
Yeah, I think I just hope like it's cool that they're there, but wouldn't it be cool if they worked? Like somebody comes onto your onto your plot, you invite them over, and you can snap trap them or something. I mean, that's kind of fun.
That would be
Uh,
sick.
shoot, hopefully the cannons actually shoot. That would be really cool. I got this cool boxing glove that's bouncing around. I think that'd be a cool thing to have on there too. But I'm really mostly interested in these top three. Like, what are these going to be when they unlock?
Yeah, yeah, me too. I can't stop thinking we're building our own game boards. Like until someone tells me that that's not happening, I feel convinced of it.
Yeah.
Like I might be completely wrong, but I'm willing to die on that hill. You know, like I think it sounds interesting enough to happen. What are we
Yo,
looking at, Sean?
well, I was looking at the chat and then Pepe said, have you guys noticed there's a companion on the epic and legendary amps? And I was like,
Oh,
what are you talking about?
what?
So I was going over here to see if I can see any photos of it, and I don't think there is. Like, is that? I don't know if I mean this is legendary right here because it's like common that lights up, uncommon that lights up, rare, epic, legendary. All 5 of them are lit, and then there's a little companion right up here. So that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. And then I'm not sure what this is. Like, this is an amp as well? Like
Maybe from different seasons, you know? Like,
yeah.
we got to collect what, 3 of them, and then we're gonna get 6 chances. I would really doubt they give us the same colored amp over and over and over again.
Yeah, you know, and I'm curious, like I still don't quite understand what they mean by this. Like metadata
Oh no,
plus, and then 1x.
it will be 3 of the same looking. You know? Okay, that maybe it makes sense. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride.
Well, that's why I definitely wanted to kind of like explore that because it's still a little confusing as much, you know, it's been a week since we've been kind of playing this and still don't necessarily know like why does this look different? You know, are these amps like I think which one are you in contention for right now, Reaper?
Right now, a rare amp.
And when you hover over that amp,
Mm-hmm.
can we switch over to Reap? See how it looks?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it looks like that legendary one, except it doesn't have a companion on the top left, and only a few are lit, like a few of those little bars on the side. So
that's true. Yep. And then
so
down
I'm not
here,
really sure what that.
Oh, interesting. Wait,
That
do that
other one
again.
is.
Scroll, hit them all again.
So this is the lowest tier. Just got one of the
common.
5.
Okay.
Says 2 of the 5. 3 of the 5.
Okay.
4, and then all 5.
And so 4 and 5,
Got it.
epic and legendary. Pep is pointing out that there's a companion attached to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it there up at like the purple up there in the top left.
Great observation. That's interesting. I didn't catch that at all before.
Vicky said each season could be different. So season 1, maybe it's weapon. Season 2, maybe it's transport mode. And, you know, just as an example. So each amp could potentially be allocated to a different part of your heavy. And then when you go through the rift, you got to attach and decide which amp goes to what particular part of your heavy. And so you can decide to upgrade each one at a different level. So that would be really interesting and cool to see. But Pepe, good eye.
Yeah, great,
you know,
great catch.
I didn't catch that first. You know, I wanted to pose a question to you and the chat, and that is, out of all the different power-ups, I'm curious on what are some of the power-ups that you all really like and use often, and like what's like the worst one as well. So what's like your best power-up that you tend to use the most?
Without question, it's clean slate. Just cleaning up the shit every morning.
Really?
It's overpowered, man. It's just easy.
Yeah, I don't have time for this shit.
So I heard that if you activate that portal over on the right, that comes with the clean slate power up when a heavy comes out of it, and so it cleans up all the mess. Nice. And so that's kind of one of the nice beneficial things to activate that portal over there on the right hand side.
Yeah, I haven't used too many others. That one I use a lot. High five I've used just when I need to get some energy, just to go full max mood and rack that up. Mm-hmm. The power boosts haven't paid off for me really at all.
Oh my god!
Those have all been like, you got 500 extra energy. Great.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes under 1,000 energy, I'm like, wait, you just made me use a power boost for 1,000 energy. That like I can get more energy in a single pet.
Yeah, yeah, those do seem pointless, but we get a lot of those for free, I feel like.
Yeah, we get those high fives. Those high fives are nice. You know, it's nice to see the high five activated, and it's so much easier to repair a portal. Like repairing a portal is just really tough. But I really like the Wanderlust. Sometimes I will stack up on those. I have one left on this one, but when I do have an opportunity, I'll stack up a few Wanderlusts so I can like force it to go into a portal.
Is that
Um,
what it does? It pushes it into a
yeah,
portal?
yeah, and it allows you to double the amount of energy when it travels through a portal too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's something that I like to have. What about you, Jay?
I have not used any except just like a few power boosts and a few to get the energy up when I needed to get enough to throw some votes to people. But just stacking things up, I got 6 Wanderlust here, 14 high
Nice.
fives. Like I personally feel like it's too early to be using stuff because I've told you guys my strategy is not to use ApeCoin. I wanna play with what I have and maximize that way.
Okay.
So I'm trying my best to stack these up when I feel like a cleanup will be better when I have 60 tiles and I wake up and I'm like, oh god, I gotta click 60 tiles. Like I get irritated with 15 already in the morning. So
You got more patience than me, man. I can't. I lose it quick. Like, hey, I'm breaking my mouse over here. All the clicking I got to do.
bro,
So
I'm doing that on a trackpad and I feel like I'm bouncing the whole table. Like at first I was like, is shit on the table moving? And the glass was like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, I gotta slow it down. But there's still something to be said for I'm still in the energy banking mood, right? Like
yeah,
all I'm doing is trying to get these portals up high. It's taking a little bit longer than I'd like, but I feel like it'll make the build out much quicker. And then once I do, the strategy is going to be build out one tile and then rank it up higher quickly. And then the next tile and then rank it up. I'm not going to build out 60 all at once, right? I'm going to build one at a time, get it to like a level 8, a level 7, something like that, and then the next one. So just trying to anticipate. I finally had a little thought, Sean, yesterday when you were showing that creative guide you used for your layouts. I started thinking like, okay, I got to start thinking about patterns and like, how do I want to arrange my tiles? Because there's some fun to be had right now, and we can get creative and like what Reaper's doing here with the layout and the scheming and the actual thought behind it. Like I have not taken that opportunity yet. So that's where my mind is at
here's my
now.
design. Here's the drawing. That's it. That's all
Damn.
you get to see. Can't see.
Oh wait, I missed it. I missed it.
You're gonna have to rewatch the episode.
It's true. I usually do, man. It's fun having you guys on the background and
I know. I watch
hearing
it
it.
immediately after we're done.
No, it's this has been fun. I mean, it's kind of where just being able to get together and have like a reason to has been like the best part about it. So
Vicky wants a screenshot of it, Reaper. You got to post it online.
I probably showed too much. I forgot that you can go back and rewatch this.
Ah. Yo, so what did you do? Did you pencil and paper that, or did you put it on the computer and print it out?
Somebody had posted I think there's a couple of different versions of it out there. This was just somebody put a PDF of the board layout basically, and I printed out a couple copies and played with some different designs, and this is the latest one. So it's got my map for this plan here. I just want, and maybe by showing it now, nobody can steal that idea and claim it was theirs. I was first. So,
Reaper's an artist too, so I'm not surprised that you printed it out and started getting stuff done like by hand.
I was like, how can I turn all this cool shit into basically pixel art? Because that's all this really is, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can't wait to see what everyone creates by next week. Day 9 has been a lot of different variety, I'd say. I've seen a lot of different strategies, but if I could sum it up in 3 strategies, there's the energy farming, there's the creative exploration, and then there's something kind of in the middle where it's undecided which direction they want to go in. Um, I think it's kind of interesting to see what we've learned over 9 days and how quickly we can adjust. With Sean's night being the most recent and getting the energy up so quickly, that really shows people that if you start now with an interesting and developed strategy, you could actually accomplish quite a bit, right? That's a lot of energy, man. Nice.
It's getting up there. It's getting up there. There's perks to having a lot of energy, right? But like I said before, like getting the designs going, that's something I'm just itching for. So I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be fun once we start to have our forge and tells more often, Sean, where we have more than just Tetris shapes kind of laid out before us. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's jump around and look at a few more forges if anyone wants to throw it in. Reaper, let's ask you this while we have the opportunity. What are you trying to accomplish today with the rest of your forging time?
So today, I'm saying, you know what? Average tiles, levels, be damned. I'm just designing and I'm laying this out. And then I'm going to hate myself for the next week when I have to level up like 60 tiles from level 1 to 14 or whatever it is to try to get to the, to be able to level up the third forge. But, is what it is. At some point, we're all going to like even out, I think. It's going to, by the end of the third week, I think everybody will be kind of in the same spot. So see if that plays out. I may regret it, but if this doesn't work, at least I'll be I'll put on yeet mode and go delete a bunch of tiles.
I mean, honestly, I love the fuck it. I'm gonna just be creative and go.
Yeah.
You kind of get I'm gonna be honest, like you get kind of bored at a certain point, and you have to decide, am I gonna stay committed to this thing that I'm doing, or is it time to start getting creative? So
I will say this: but when I'm done with this design, if it doesn't get me a shit ton of votes because of how cool it is, you know what? I don't even know if I can continue on. This may kill me.
just in life or in the yacht club?
We'll see. We'll see how the reaction is to it. It may just, it may put me out, man. I may just have to give up the game.
Listen, guys, we don't want that. So go vote for Reaper. Keep him in the game.
Yeah. There's a couple things. I'm just pulling it up right now, but wanted to shout out Jacopo because he created this sick animation. Look at this, dude.
Yo, did you see
how cool is that?
What is that? Oh, it's
that's
a heavy
his
metal.
heavy.
That's
love it, man.
That's awesome. Did you see? Go to Rita's page, Sean. You need to if you haven't seen it today. He put up some posts of Hoppa.
Oof. Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely check that out. But look at this, dude. I don't know what Boomer's number is. Doesn't say it. I wish he put it in there. But love these premium tiles right here. So what's great about premium tiles is that you can craft them on demand for as long as you have that quantity. Taylor put that up in the heavy metal channel, heavy metal alpha channel, just so people have a reference. But, as many of you may know, and some may not, when you go to buy a premium blueprint, if you get a premium tile, you can only craft it once. So if you have a design in mind and every day a new premium tile becomes available without having to re-roll, stack up those primo tiles so that you can eventually lay out your design. But once you lay out one, if you destroy it, you use that blueprint. So it's like one per blueprint that you can plot out. So for him to put up this GM with these two really nice rare premium tiles, I think is really, really sick. So shout out to Boomer for that.
Baster said that's an expensive GM.
It's a very expensive GM right here. That's why it's a flex, dude. The flexing is pretty cool because like you can tell how much time someone took. Oh,
that's crazy. This texturing, right?
This one, so Rita, shout out to Rita. He's been posting a few things of him building Hoppa out. And I am loving the process of this. So Rita and his amazing team, they just kill it with everything from 3D modeling to the texturing to the environment design to the animation stuff that they're doing. But this just gets me super excited. So this is like working on the textures, but then he posted this, which is more the grooming side of things.
I was like, wow, the detail is insane.
It's so crazy.
Because
I mean, it's
working
just
with
amazing work.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said it's just amazing seeing all this, like, you know, watching it live like this. I love watching the you know, the videos while it's being created, but this is it's just insane.
And every video seems to get better and better. The quality, the work, like every single one gets better somehow. It's amazing.
It's so nuts, man. And look at how it's, you know, the fur's being combed and groomed and, you know, cutting certain areas of it. He goes over here with the ears, like, okay, there's a lot of stuff in the ears. Let me take away some of the fur in the middle of the ears right here. It's just, you're literally grooming a coda. You know, it's pretty crazy. And then to see it fully rendered out, it's going to look very different. So the reason why you're seeing it like that with all those lines is so you can see how the fur is falling and, you know, which direction it's kind of waved. But when it's all rendered out, it's going to look really sick.
That's amazing, man. Wow. Such good work in this community. There's so many talented people. I can't wait to see, you know, whatever they're cooking up for the end result of this is going to be stunning. Gosh, I think this might be a perfect opportunity to start to wrap up the show, guys. You know, we're going to jump over to our Friday 4G from 6 to 9 and much later, I'm sure. I think we have opportunity to share some more, you know, streams, forges before we do wrap up because we have a few people up here. So let's do that. Let's look at those, you know, see if anything sparks a voting, you know, inspiration.
Yeah, I actually have one up while I'm up here. This is 99664. Yeah, if you guys want to take a look at the chat, maybe cue one up. This is Bastard 9664, not decorated yet, but it's a tile build out. He's like,
hey,
not decorated yet, but
there's a plan there, man. It's laid out, colors, all symmetrical. I like it.
Yeah, you got the white and green thing going on. So that's pretty cool with the purple. Got the heavy metal purples over here on the side with the light pink, and then this watermelon cross section that's connecting it directly to that main, you know, portal that we can't open yet. So it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Good stuff, Bastard. I know this is a lot of work. Let me hold L. Whoa. This is what's impressive about it.
Yeah,
that there. He is creating the main paths and then upgrading those paths. So I like this because you build out kind of your foundation and you commit to upgrading those paths. So I would imagine like these are going to be the tiles that you probably don't want to delete, right? Because you're upgrading them so much. And so he can get really creative with this section, this section, this section, and this section. And, you know, if he has to delete a tile, it's a little bit easier of a pill to swallow, you know, because he has an upgrade to level 10. So I like your strat here, and Bastard, good stuff.
He said, "No, I'm not deleting this one." I mean, that's interesting, man. It's going to be hard to decide what to delete and what not to at a certain point. And certain points, you just don't want to go back. There's a lot of time spent to do these tiles.
Yeah, you got a lot of people visiting too. But
all right, I got one up. I got one up. Ethan Shorts 14846. I feel like we've visited this one previously. I might be wrong, but
we did. I remember we voted on this one before. I voted on this one before.
This one's nice, man. I like the couch and the sectional with the TV and the system. I'm like, that's fire right there.
Yeah, this is really cool. I like the pipes on the white tile. That's what I have on one of mine. So
all level 10,
clean. Looking very clean.
Nice. That's a grind. That's definitely a grind right there. Well,
Good stuff,
shit, dude.
Ethan.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
What else do
Who
we
else
got? We got Pepe 6698. He's planning to build a big boxing ring in the middle. Oh, I thought you were typing in. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Okay, say it again.
6698. Oh,
that's nice.
whoa.
Oh, he's
Okay.
gonna make like a big boxing ring. Is that what he said? That's dope.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's thematic. I like that.
I like that too.
And it's still minimal at the same time. That's a dope strategy to incorporate creativity with minimalism.
Yep.
I
It's
dig
something
that.
you can get going while you're at it. So that's cool.
Awesome.
Vicky said, at least you guys didn't make Reaper delete any tiles, dude. I feel like we probably made a few people delete some tiles, Jay. I don't know.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad.
Hey, you get new objects. The more you delete, you unlock things. It's okay.
Well, yeah, and Reaper scares him. Dude, Reaper, don't be so scary.
I'm sorry.
Reavers. Oh. No, it's an interesting strategy because we don't know if it's the correct one, right? But it works if you're trying to get your energy farming up, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the specific thing I've been doing. But also like with this one that I have up, I'm not going to delete any of these tiles. I've decided like it's past the point of wanting to delete with all the time spent. So I'm going to just keep going, right? And it'll take a little longer, sure, but it's the decision that has to be made at this point for the gameplay, because I am afraid that if I get too caught, like this, maybe in this being a game board, it won't benefit me to have a ton of energy and no room to run around and play or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tom Moose said, I'll never forget Grateful deleting a level 16.
He's a full commit kind of guy, and we love that about him. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was hilarious and sad, says Bastard.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, this was fun. I can't wait to just hang out with everyone tonight. I got some things to do later on in the day. I got some errands to run, but I will be degenning with y'all, having Friday 4G in the Other Space Discord later tonight. So I'll see y'all there.
Yeah, and if you haven't found your way over to our Discord, you go to otherspace.fm, go to our website, all the way at the bottom, you'll find the Discord link that'll be available for anyone who wants to join. It's a great way to find community to, work on getting more votes, finding some one-for-one votes, like Reaper and I did earlier. Yeah.
Vibing out, it's not just apes. And some people are still learning about the game and kind of getting an idea of like, is this something for me, or just wants to hang out? It's been awesome to just kick it with people, see people pop in. And also, if you feel like just lurking at first and you're like, oh, let me lurk in the voice chat, by all means, feel free, because that's definitely where a lot of the vibes are. You don't have to unmute. A lot of people reply back in the voice channel chat. So just want to make sure everyone feels welcome to come hang out.
How have you enjoyed the experience so far, Reaper? You've been with us for quite a while in the Discord now.
Yeah, I don't get into Discord all that much, but I'll admit I found myself spending more time in the Other Space Discord. So
that's
it's fun. I mean, all of the there's tons of good people in there. Everybody's vibing, having a good time. There's no shenanigans that I've run into so far, so it's a good place, man. I think you guys have cultivated a really good community, and all good people all the way around.
Sean's been killing it with the music too on the evening vibes. You come in there and it's just nice. We hang out because sometimes there's downtime and there's not always a need to talk. So that music is just a nice vibe as well,
Yeah, we get into good conversations, a lot of just theories that are floating around, good questions. Like last night we went in on like what would be, we're a week in, what would be considered premium if you built out something on your forge, would it be worth paying an extra 0.1 on something, an extra 0.2 on something? Because it's kind of all unfolding as we go. You know, it is like one giant experience. I love what you said, Jason, earlier. Like, hey, you just buckle up and just go on for the ride. What's next? And I think that's really like us just aping into Heavy Metal Forge and just being like, okay, all right, I built up my tiles, I did this. Okay, what's coming next? So we're in it. We're in it,
Yeah.
and let's have some fun.
It's just going to keep getting more and more, right? I mean, we've got the Legends of the Mara little preview dropped yesterday, so it's just going to run this straight into that, and we're not going to know what to do with ourselves. We've got too many games to play.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more great other Space FM content. We're going to cover, you know, that announcement and just whatever else we can as we get it and grow forward with it. Because I think that's going to be really one of the most fun points we have here together is taking that content and then having fun with community members and vibing and talking about it. So if that's all for today, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. We're going to jump into the Friday Night 4G 6 to 9 and much later, I'm sure. So if you're looking for a good time, that sounded horrible. If you want to
go
good
time at the 4G, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
On that note, this is a good start and a great end.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate you bringing me back this for the second time in 1 week, man.
Yeah, you gotta come back too, man. It's been fun. Absolutely. Have a great week, everyone.
All right, yeah.
Peace. Bye.